Welcome to the A to Z of learning English. Thanks for joining us. The letter P stands for Plateau effect. The plateau effect is something that regularly occurs in learning. And if you have been learning English for a while, it is quite possible you have experienced it. It is the stage when you feel that you are not making any further progress, despite your continued efforts. You usually experience the plateau effect after making good progress very quickly early on. But the important thing to remember is that the feeling is just temporary, and it will end, but only if you keep working on your English. It is also good to remember that even though you might have the feeling that you are no longer learning English, you are still learning, but perhaps at a slightly slower rate than before. And also, you are still consolidating what you have already learned up until this point. Try not to forget that the plateau effect often happens between levels. For example, between the intermediate and upper intermediate. But once you make the transition, you will quickly see your English improving again. The plateau effect is part of everyone's developmental experience, not just in English language acquisition. So remember, you've got to push through your plateaus to reach the next peak. And one final piece of advice. Not every plateau is as long or as difficult as others. Some you will break through quickly. Others will take a much longer period of time. But don't lose faith. Over the next plateau is the next apex. And now a word of advice from the master, Bob Sullivan. People, relationships, businesses, and even physical processes become immune to the same techniques, the same approaches, the same solutions. Immunity can be frustrating. What worked so well yesterday just won't work today. Immunity's kryptonite is diversity. You gotta shake things up and be radical. Trying different approaches, techniques, or procedures can shake you out of an immunity plateau.